Previously on Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
But, as you can see, I have exchanged my bracelet for a working one. I will continue to vow myself to becoming a mortal prisoner.
I don't know much about clothes, but my hair looks fierce. I don't know much about clothes, but my hair looks fierce. I don't know much about clothes, but my hair looks fierce. I don't know much
Hey everybody, what's going on and welcome to the NyanCave. My name is Tom, this guy is Clay, that guy is Android,
Hello.
and today we are playing some Ace Attorney Investigations 2.
Is that the same channel that did shoes? No. No? Really?
No.
Oh man.
Uh,
I thought they would have been.
What?
Shoes.
Shoes, oh my
Shoes.
god, shoes.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
Have you seen
shoes.
Have you seen that? You've Which- seen that. Shoes? Shoes? Absolutely.
Who hasn't seen
Absolutely.
shoes? It was the biggest video in 2001
Right?
or something,
Shoes.
maybe farther back. 2001 was 16 years ago, oh my god, 17 years ago, no.
Hi guys. Hi Strong Bones. Hi Corey.
Oh,
Sub-Zero.
oh
Jeez.
gee.
Let's get some shoes.
Let's get some shoes.
Got some shoes. So last time we left off with the question on whether or not that police job is going to get the job done. Will it happen? I don't know. Find out next time though.
Well,
See you
yeah.
tomorrow.
Oh yeah, okay. Wait, we're gonna stream everybody. Okay.
Oh, and
Wouldn't that be great? Leading a cliffhanger into a cliffhanger. They'd never see a cliffhanger coming.
I think that's called pissing people off.
What? No, I thought it was a cliffhanger and
Nope.
good storytelling. Oh man, I gotta call it Fox. I've been giving them the wrong news about their movies going way too long. Let's get into the gameplay though. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit it, Ray.
Drinking some hot water to soothe my throat, if you will. Sensibly is long to get the job done.
That's not Ray's voice.
Oh, hey, I'm fine. He's fine, pal. He's just following his stomach instead of his nose.
Feed the poor dog.
Ah, jeez, he doesn't like instant noodles as much as I thought he would. Let's track down the scent of the body for real this time, missile. Little they know that there was something in those. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, looks like he found something else, sir. It's a chimichanga. Oh. Now it's this cell.
This would be Mr. Elburn's cell. I'd like to examine the interior, Detective. Call a guard.
Roger that, sir.
No privacy in prison. Tisk tisk. Good work, Detective. By the way, is J. Elbird still being held in the disciplinary room?
No. He should have already returned.
Uh-oh.
He was present during the noon roll call. He might have been assigned to work someplace else.
I see. Well then, may we examine the cell? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
That'll be good. Oh, wow.
All right, where's the food?
Oh, my God.
Where's
What?
the
No,
food?
what's on the punching bag? Who's drawn there? Is that a picture of you?
No, I think it's the original villain of One Piece. Madame Pat Trollin.
Madame Patrolin. What a
That's
great
mean.
show. That is. That is. Oh, Nomo looking good in there, Lefty.
Oh, no.
I like your style.
This sandbag
whoop.
shows signs of repeated use. I won't say how it was used, but it was used repeatedly.
They do feel like bags of sand.
You want a box too, Missile?
Woof, 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 woof. Look at him go, barking away at things.
It can't be. Detective, move this sandbag at once.
Yes, sir. Oh my God, this was unexpected.
A hole. This is how the hell did the best miss this?
Because he's
Some inspection.
certainly not the best.
Also, can we talk about how oh, I can't remember his name. Boxerman. What's Boxerman's? Jailbird. Oh my god, we just talked about it.
Jailbird?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was Jailbird. I thought it was someone else. His goal is to lose apparently, I think 10 pounds at this point. If he lost 10 pounds, he would die.
Right?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
doesn't
for
have
sure.
any like
No.
body weight on him at all.
No.
A hole. This is
I also
Woof, woof,
like
woof, woof.
how
okay. Fine, Lunar. The best might be dumb, but Justine. I believe in Justine. She's capable. Sorry, Nyan.
I like how Patty Rowland is on the boxing thing.
Yeah.
Super
yeah.
cute.
I like it. I like it too.
And how she was
Cute.
standing on top of the hole.
You're dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Missile, come back here.
I'm going to.
Hold it!
Oh, I'll stop him, sir.
Too
And
late.
he
I'm a
gets
great
stuck.
big get fucked.
It's too tight for me, sir.
Oh no. Detective!
I'm a big guy.
It can't be helped. I'll have to wait for her to contact me. Man, Jay Elbert is in so much trouble.
Oh man, definitely.
Hello. Hey, are you alright?
Don't get so worked up. Right now, I'm in the detention center.
The detention center.
That hole comes out at Knightley's cell.
What?
Yeah.
Really? Stay where you are. I'm coming over there now.
What
Okay.
else could it have
Man,
let out?
literally, like, the holiest search ever done.
And we searched this room. We are bad.
We did search this room. Yeah, I guess so.
That's our fault.
That's under the bed, isn't it? Okay.
Mr. Edgeworth. Hee. I really helped out, didn't I?
Indeed. She doesn't appear to be injured. Oh, look at Edgeworth caring. Oh,
Floorboards have been ripped out from under
Sorry,
the
that's
bed,
me.
sir.
How did you
I-
miss that?
I see.
That's bad, Edgeworth.
Especially, like, because you can see where the blood was cleaned, like,
Yeah.
right beside it.
Right beside it.
Oh, yeah, these splinters here. I wonder what they could ever be from. Let's not investigate any further.
I would have
I'd
really
hate to
liked
be
it if
spoiled.
Kay was like, Mr. Edgeworth, that hole
No,
again?
not today.
Okay, listen, government budget cuts. The prison isn't what it used to be, okay? Clearly they put the bed over this hole just to cover it up. Okay?
Be nice. Let them have this one.
Let them have
please.
this, please. Nice job, girl. Shake my head on the bed, right? And like I'm just saying, like we examined that patch where they wiped, like. Yeah. It's just, God, Kay, don't point out every little nook and cranny, okay? It's below you. Hey,
Quit stealing my job.
It seems we found what we were looking for. Oh my god. The passageway between the detention center and the prison is blocked by solid doors. However, there was a secret underground tunnel beneath it. We were following a sweet scent and arrived here. That means the scent must have come from Knightley's body.
What?
He has a sweet scent.
Oh, okay.
Come to think of it, his body's covered in dirt and may have been caused by passing through the tunnel. Okay, what was inside the tunnel like?
It was pitch black, so I really couldn't see much, but I took some photos.
Oh my god. Please show us. Oh, wow. That's just dangerous.
With dog pads.
This is...
Spoons, forks. Were these used to dig the tunnel?
spoon, or the cup. The cup is probably the best digging tool you got there.
But more importantly, what are these footprints?
I don't know why he was trying to stab the ceiling. It's just asking for a cave-in. Man, crawling through a hole like that is my nightmare. I can't believe Kay just jumped into it all willy-nilly. Like you don't know. You don't know if
That's
there's an end
my
to that.
nightmare. Like
Oh,
out of those
man.
things, that makes me so uncomfortable.
How many spiders do you think were in there? At least two.
Oh man, don't. Oh man, I can't even look at it. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies. You know, these footprints. Oh, could they belong to? Hey, Mo, what up?
Mo, look
Buy some cough medicine, Tom. Honestly, it's the best cough medicine. Mo, thank you.
Got some Irish cough medicine right here. Thank you so much there, Mo.
Hey, literally Irish.
What Irish time?
Get
Yeah,
some spice
literally
nuts
some
after that.
Irish.
Mo, thank you. Mo and Lefty,
Oh,
a
good.
couple of our newest mods. So
And if you
say
see
hi to them.
Mr. Mo, Mr. Lefty, or Mr. Madeline out in the chat today,
Mr. Maddie.
they're so nice. They're so kind. They've been around for so good times.
Good times.
Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Thank you to our new mods. Oh, cleans the palate, am I right?
Gets rid of the bacteria.
Yeah, it would. You know,
Seems spicier than I remember. I think it was my mouthwash.
I think it's mouthwash. Yeah,
That really.
I think it's a lemon and honey tea. I was just.
Ah, that'll do it. Yeah, the citrus. It'll get you all sensitive and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Mola, thank you.
I just brushed my
All right.
teeth, so.
A bit of a maniacal laugh you had going on there. I brushed my teeth and I liked it.
This will surely be vital evidence. Oh my god, this makes my Edgeworth voice so much easier. Really clears out the sinuses.
I know. We've joked about taking a shot before every stream. We
Oh, we have?
don't.
I know. They're quite expensive.
It would be very expensive.
However, before we consider that, we have a big problem.
A problem?
Yes.
What?
J. Elbert could use this tunnel to move around freely. Detective, confirm his whereabouts post-haste. Perhaps he's... You know what's really funny, though? I love how when we asked where J. Elbert was earlier, the guard's like, I don't know, he's probably working or something.
something like that.
It's a
Fine,
prison.
sure.
Prison. What do you think, we keep track of prisoners? Like, what the
No.
fuck? I don't know, man. He's not here. What, my job?
He's locked in here. What's the worst gonna be? What,
Where's he gonna go? Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, he did. He escaped from a hole. Is what
Oh.
Well, that... I didn't see that one coming at all.
Perhaps he's...
Oh, you might be right, sir. This is a big deal. This is a real big
the
deal.
Japanoponia police.
Japan up on ya.
After speaking with the guards, the search for J. Elbert was carried out immediately. They searched every nook and cranny of the detention center and the prison. But in the end, they found no sign of him.
Did you contact the police?
Yes, ma'am. We've already done that. We've set up security perimeter around the prison, ma'am.
I really don't like these new guards. They lack character and,
Right.
and feeling.
This is the first scandal in our prison's
This is what
history.
GD wants. Oh, weird. But this is actually the other guy now. This is the other one.
Okay, fine,
No, this
fine.
is the other guard.
Because of G, I have to punish GD here.
We're so sorry. No. We're.
I don't know why I talk like this. I'm so sorry for my existence. Oh no!
She's completely no.
Mr. Edgeworth, was it? Thank you for finding the escapee's tunnel.
Toad guard.
But it's a little too late. Mr. Elbert has long since left here.
Elmo is quick. I don't believe he has gone beyond the detention center. There are security gates located at the exit of the detention center. I believe it would have been difficult to get through those. Wouldn't you agree?
I ain't even upset with Toad Guard.
Maybe here's another tunnel.
We certainly can't deny that possibility. However,
Anyway, there's no use in you being here now. Please return to your investigation.
yes, we'll do that.
Remember when we were playing A Way Out, right?
Yeah, okay.
And we screwed up, like took the toilet out of the way, and we dug our hole, and we did all those things, right?
Yeah.
I was just really thinking about that right now.
Okay, yeah.
So we were trying to time it that the guards didn't see us working on it.
Yeah.
But the moment that we opened it, we just went through,
Yeah.
and they didn't say anything about the empty.
Hey!
Empty cells.
Right, I got Gilbert Godfrey. Is that you?
It's you. Is that you? I can't do anything with this voice.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Godfrey.
I can't do it.
No.
Yeah, it's even
I
high.
can't.
It's that weird, like even higher.
I'm trying to I can't imagine it in my head in this moment, so I
It's
can't.
the parrot
From
from
Aladdin.
Aladdin. He sounds like yeah, something.
Iago. I can't do it.
I remember him from
Iago.
Aladdin, you're just a street rat.
What was the 90s movie Kid Trouble or Child
Big
Problem Child.
Oh god, I
Yeah,
don't know.
Problem Child. And then there's Problem Child 2. That was the only VHSs my grandparents had up in Trail, British Columbia, which is in the middle of nowhere. And I'd watch those movies every time I went up there. It's just a kid fucking up his parents' day.
Okay.
It's really
You
bad
guys.
kid.
You guys, get back to your posts, too.
I assume though we set up our pillows to look like bodies in the bed. That's my
that'll do
headcanon.
it.
Yeah. Read the way out message. Well, it's gone. It's gone, GD. It's gone. It's gone, GD.
I think that
Yes, ma'am.
I think that the way our message was they moved the toilets back in place.
No, yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah,
He's
but the
saying,
guards
he's saying,
didn't
he's saying
notice.
about them being just
We aren't
gone.
there.
Yeah, pillows. I'll scroll.
Pillow bodies.
Incorrect memory. You waited for the lights to go out so the guards wouldn't be patrolling when you snuck out at night.
Ah, so they weren't patrolling.
Or hating.
All right, officer. Officer's not Toad, as much as I would love him to be.
Detective, come shoot. We've got the results of that blood test you requested.
Good work, pal.
Ah, thanks, Liz. That's so nice. I'm sorry, having a shitty day. These are the forensic results on the bloodstain found in Knightley's cell.
So, okay. Talking about having shitty days, sorry to tangent, but man, I want to watch the Mr. Rogers documentary because he's a sweet man who talks about having shitty days.
What?
Aw.
And, like, the importance of expressing kindness to one another. And, oh, it looks
Yeah.
so good.
Mr. Rogers was a solid dude.
June 8th was when it came out, and I want to watch it.
Oh, we're late.
Really? Wow.
So what's it say, Mr. Edgeworth?
The blood is confirmed to have been Knightley's. Rip Knightley.
That's a great tangent command.
Hey now, that's good news.
I think Uncle Ray's a seal.
A Navy SEAL.
Oh.
We found the bloodstained Knightley cell and discovered the tunnel the dog used. Furthermore, the security camera shows footage of a dog attacking Knightley in his cell.
We have all the evidence we need. It's time we ask Dogan a few questions.
Dogan, did you say? Oh, please use the utmost caution. That man even has henchmen outside the prison.
Outside of the prison. Is this related to the secret trade routes as the supplier?
The police have been searching for Dogan's henchmen for ages. I've also been helping them, but
So that means back then.
He still won't talk. Even after all the trouble you went through to get the evidence transferred from the precinct.
that's right. I don't know how many times I've tried. I can't report back empty-handed.
That assassin sure is one tough cookie, huh?
You had evidence transferred from the precinct.
Yes, we borrowed all the evidence concerning Dogan. I've interrogated him personally in my office, but
Oh my god, what an egghead.
no matter how much evidence we have on him, we can't get a single word out of him.
The ultimate. And I just imagine that, like, playing that, be like, how about this evidence? I'm already in jail, so I'm not gonna say anything. I see. Well, you've contradicted yourself. Dude, I don't, like, why would I say anything? I understand. Hold it! I'm pressing you for more information.
Still in jail.
In jail.
He's impenetrable.
The warden interrogates him herself. Why go that far?
Lose your focus and he'll eat you alive. Be on your guard.
Oh my god.
Oh, whoa, you made Uncle Ray a little nervous.
This is just awkward. No one's talking. Uh-oh. Judge Courtney, what are you doing here?
Questioning a prisoner. Did you forget that we're investigating as well?
Oh man, I want to see Dogan and Debesco at it.
Oh,
Like
jeez.
Debes just literally his head
man.
explodes.
Oh yeah, just from the sheer power.
Just from the sheer power of logic.
Or rather, have you forgotten my warning? If you value your badge, you should not have appeared before me again.
I'm sorry if you thought that I would abide by those words. I won't overlook something as important. I'm sorry. I won't overlook something important just to heed your warning. I've come for a testimony about the truth of this case, which you have overlooked.
You mean to say you require my humble services?
Dog is so weird. It's just like supporting him from the back. Like,
Yeah.
like his coach
Yeah,
in like
oh
a
my
boxer
God.
ring. Like, you got this, champ.
You got this.
Your face is a bit warm. Let me just loop you up here. He's gonna come in with the quick jab. You gotta dodge him after. As I promised, I've returned to prove that you are the culprit.
Interesting. Do tell.
Oh, right. Before that, you should first listen to our reasoning.
We can't say with confidence that Simon Keyes is the culprit. Only Simon Keyes could have moved Mr. Knightley into the prison.
Man, I would not be like I would not be able to hold a poker face in this moment, as Edgeworth I'm sure is. I'd be like, I'm gonna slam dunk you in the logic bin. Believe me.
And we can't show that proof of this fact. Oh my goodness. But first, I'd like to hear your resolve, Prosecutor Edgeworth. If our reasoning is correct, will you submit it to us? Your prosecutor's badge.
Oh.
No! You'll deprive him of his badge? Is that a threat, pal?
No, it's not a threat. Rather, an act of compassion.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's kind of dark.
Normally, I wouldn't even have taken notice of you, since you have no right to investigate. However, if you are able to show proper resolve, I would be willing to let you be my opponent. Are you willing to risk it? Your prosecutor's badge. Mr. Edgeworth!
Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
It's okay. I have a great career ahead of me as a great thief if this all falls through. Wonderful plan B. Very well. I trust my own reasoning, but moreover, at the moment, I am currently a defense attorney's assistant first and a prosecutor second. I will not sully the good name of the Edgeworth law offices.
Oh, he's fighting for his daddy.
Wait for it. He's gonna burst into clapping. Oh no, he's not ruining the mood. He's the calm and serious. I intend to see my job through. I won't yield to your threats.
So be it. Is this bravery or simply foolishness? On the goddess of law's behalf, I shall be the judge of that. Sebastian, allow me to...
Yeah, I got it. I'm counting on you, Justine.
Ooh, this is so good.
Movement to the prison.
I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the other day, but the day before yesterday.
Uh-oh.
He attacked a guard and stole his keys.
Oh yeah, we heard about that.
Afterwards, Simon Keyes stopped by his cell with an animal cage from the show. During this time, Mr. Knightley was able to use the stolen key to exit his cell. He then hid in the cage while it was moved to the prison workroom.
Okay. So you're trying to get out of prison or you're trying to get out of a detention center. So you escape from the detention center into prison where they would have put you if you're guilty. You see, it's flawless. It's flawless. It's easier to escape from prison than it is the detention center. Like, it's a great plan. It makes a lot of sense. So Mr. Keyes went to his cell after all. Maybe he planned to escape with the circus. I don't know. Or like, would their logic.
After hearing you talk about the security camera yesterday, we investigated it ourselves. Why don't you have a look?
Oh my god, is it enhanced?
I have here a printout of the security camera footage.
Oh. This is the moment when Mr. Keyes visited Knightley.
Exactly.
Man, Simon, if you bone us again, I swear.
As you can see, the cage creates a huge blind spot in the cell. By using this blind spot, Mr. Knightley could have entered the cage. That is our reasoning.
That's not where the door is, though. A blind spot. That means the camera doesn't actually show him entering the cage. At this time, there's still the possibility that Knightley never left his cell.
But why would he be hiding inside of an animal cage? Mr. Knightley was planning to escape from prison. That is the only possibility. A prison escape? Aw, that's so cool.
Oh no, Kay, please stop.
First Mr. Elbert, and now Mr. Knightley?
Oh no.
I won't let them show me up.
Hey,
Agris!
this is a flawful plan.
Flawful.
Flawful.
Womp, womp. Thank you, Agris.
Kay, this isn't the time to get excited. J. Elbert's escape is no laughing matter.
Simon Keyes was aiding Mr. Knightley in his escape. In other words, He was an accomplice. Not bad, Simon.
And then suddenly decided to kill him or something? Don't praise him!
That cage was transported temporarily to the workroom. Originally, Mr. Knightley was to remain hidden until the end of the animal show. He would then be carried out along with the cage. I presume that was the plan.
Yeah.
However, midway through the plan, he was betrayed by Simon Keyes and murdered.
Hey, bro, I know I've helped you along here to get you out of prison, but
Yeah, man, I
I
really
decided you're
appreciate
gonna
it.
die. I found these text messages you've been messaging my sister, man, and it's just, you gotta die.
But that's fair.
Judge Courtney's reasoning does appear to make sense.
Worth it had sex?
However, there must be a hole somewhere. I must not overlook anything.
Movement to the prison. I presume you know of the incident Mr. Knightley caused the day before yesterday.
Judge Courtney, about this incident.
You do not know of it? That would be unbecoming of you, Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth.
Oh, Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth. Oh, that has a nice ring to it.
Thank
My God.
you.
Ace Attorney Miles Edgeworth. We've never lost a case, you see.
As an
Naturally, I
attorney.
know of it. Oh,
In that case, this is a waste of time. Shall I continue? Mr. Knightley. He attacked a guard and stole these keys.
do you have proof Knightley stole the keys? Oh,
It is
what?
the only explanation as to why Mr. Knightley would have attacked the guard.
What? Zero says she was being sarcastic.
Oh, what? No.
Oh, that's rude.
There was no slash S.
It just reflects poorly on her, not us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I say gullibility is not a form of humor.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
We will know for certain the movement of the guard. We will know for certain the movement of the guard regains consciousness?
Moment.
The moment. Why did I think it said movement?
I don't know, man.
What's wrong with me?
It's
because I've hit my head.
Do you want to flip your monitor from like 240p to 1080p?
Ah, yeah.
This is
That
as
might do
big
it.
as I can make the screen. The moment the guard regains consciousness.
Is that really true? Should I ask Judge Courtney for more information? Yes.
Yeah, always. Almost.
There is one point in your reasoning that is odd. If Knightley did indeed steal the key, I'd expect he'd try to escape immediately. Was it really necessary for him to wait for Mr. Keyes to help him escape?
He simply chose the method which with the highest probability of success. After stealing the key, he concealed it on his personage.
What's up, Tickle?
As he waited for the opportune moment. That's what I believe.
He concealed the key. Judge Courtney, such an oversight is unlike you. Knightley could not have concealed the key, and I can prove it. Uh-oh. Knightley did not hide the key, and the proof is... Oh, God, where's my pudding? Where's my pudding? I don't have any pudding. Oh, God. That'd be funny if there was a give-up option. And it was
is
just it was just pudding that you had all the time.
Oh, that's...
Because
and then
the
just-
proof is in the
in the
pudding,
pudding?
and every time he just pulls the proof out the right evidence out of the pudding.
Ah, I see. I never expected the pudding.
Right? No one expects the pudding.
What about those actual keys? Do they say anything?
Knightley's cell key. During the attack on the guard, the key to Knightley's cell was stolen. Current location unknown.
I guess the proof could be that you don't know its location, so you don't
yeah.
know
Yeah.
that it's stolen.
I was
'Cause he's
thinking that, but
dead.
it's definitely not solid. So I'm just kind of
Yeah, definitely.
There is a hidden space inside the chessboard found with the body. Was it used to tie up the victim? Call of Duty penetrating wound in the neck. Died instantly.
Man,
As
that new Call of
happens.
Duty's looks Call of Duty penetrating wound in the neck. It's all about knife skills.
You know, it's been a while since they've had a new IP like that.
Yeah.
Incoming Black Ops 4, forget that. Call of Duty, penetrating wound in the neck. Only knives.
Only knives and jetpacks that shoot knives.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god, they would love that.
No, they wouldn't. Found near the body, there's a stack of them inside workroom A. Open door to animals. Roll call. Marks at me a lot. Play chess to the mail.
What if it is simple? It is as simple as
I think it's the keys.
yeah.
Like,
It's either the
wait. Record the moment the victim was attacked. Oh, no, black silhouette, right?
Yeah.
Stolen from the locker. Okay, I'm gonna remember that. But let's
Let's
send the
give it a
keys.
go. Let's see what happens.
Oh, nice.
Wow. He stole the keys.
Haven't the guards informed you yet? They searched nightly after he attacked the guard, and the key was nowhere to be found. Since the key's location is unknown, your logic doesn't hold.
That is not an issue. There is an explanation. Mr. Knightley had the key. It simply wasn't found.
I thought the easiest thing you could do back. I was like, no way, it could be the keys. But
The
we are.
reason being, he concealed it inside the chessboard.
The chessboard? You mean the one that concealed the murder weapon?
Come now. How do we know whether or not the murder weapon was really there?
Oh my god,
you said it.
you
What? Take some responsibility for your own words.
thank you.
Funny.
That was all Sebastian's idea, after all.
Oh my god. So, those two don't always agree on their reasoning.
It's a bit strange for this bus to come in here and
I know,
me
right?
to throw Sebastian underneath it, but
Oh god! Next
Seems to
stop,
be-
the best.
the way of things. In other words, once we put all the pieces together, Mr. Knightley concealed the key he stole from the guard inside the chessboard. When Simon Keyes arrived, Mr. Knightley used the key to slip out of his cell. He entered the animal cage and was transported to the workroom. All thanks to his accomplice, Simon Keyes.
You know what's funny? Like she's explaining this thing that when she explains it seems totally plausible, and this is the music that usually plays when we're explaining something triumphantly, and so it just feels
wow.
really backwards, you
Yeah.
know? Like she's winning right now.
Yeah.
Mr. Knightley had planned to be carried outside after the show had ended.
Because I'm like almost believing it. Like this is like the
Yeah.
end of the case.
However, he was betrayed by his accomplice and murdered during the circus performance. Impossible, though, because he was performing himself.
Mr. Keyes performed in the show. He would have had no opportunity to murder him during the circus performance.
No opportunity? Is that so?
Oh dear.
A story plays itself out on the stage. And such was the case with the animal show.
So, she examined the content of the show.
The suspect plays a role of the villain who antagonizes the elephant heroine. In the final act, the villain is defeated by the heroine's love and all ends well. At that point, the suspect in the role of the villain is blown away by the heroine's burning love and makes his exit.
Hunka hunka burning love. Blown away by the elephant.
Was he hurt? After being blown away, the suspect disappears from the stage. The suspect was absent from the stage for about 15 minutes.
Are you saying the crime was committed during that time?
Even in such a short period of time, it would still be possible to carry out the murder. Don't you think so?
So, he committed the crime in 15 minutes and then returned to the stage. That may have been possible if the crime scene had been the prison. Oh, this is my special can of Get Fucked. Come on,
Cracking that open.
DJ, the show went on for another 15 minutes after the villain was defeated? Yeah, it was the epilogue
Yeah.
the
Where-
epilogue and
Outro.
the emotional payoff.
where
Yeah.
the elephant and the tiger get married
And confess their
Yeah.
love.
and confess their love.
Yeah.
And there's a very
And then the epilogue.
aggressive...
Ah, yeah.
Judge
Love-making.
Courtney, the actual crime took place in the detention center and definitely not on the stage.
I'm afraid I cannot accept that camera footage alone as evidence.
As for evidence, I have it.
Well then, please show us your evidence. Where is the evidence that shows the scene of the crime was the detention
The
center?
blood thing. On the ground.
Yeah. White floor. Bloodstains were wiped away from the victim's cell. Bloodstains belong to Knightley. Boom!
This is the floor. Oh, goddess of law, I'm unable to comprehend your mysterious ways.
Oh my
Oh
god.
man, she's so in it.
Oh.
Over her shoulder is a really creepy face though.
This is what we discovered. The area here was tested positive for Mr. Knightley's blood.
Woo! This blood test. Can it really be trusted? To begin with, how were you able to conduct such a scientific investigation?
Uh-oh. I happen to have a subordinate. I can't vouch for his competence, but he is a man that I can trust. No, don't worry about it. No, just go. Okay. Right? Come shoot. Wait.
That detective. This concerns me. I cannot think why one would disturb the order of the law. The Prosecutorial Investigation Committee's influence goes as far as the police department.
Joke's on you. He's not even getting paid anymore.
Gummy's in trouble.
Forgive me, Detective. I'm afraid something bad may come of this. Oh no.
I will accept the fact that the blood was found at the detention center as evidence. However,
Hey. How ridiculous. This is unthinkable of you, you third-rate prosecutor. Mr. DeBest, you're here. Oh, I'd completely forgotten about him. There's a giant contradiction in your statement. According to the security tape, a dog killed Knightley in his cell. Then, after he left the cell, the blood on the floor was wiped away?
ah!
Did the dog wipe the blood stains? As if that could happen. Oh, goodness.
That is possible. Of my Anubis.
Oh my god.
Right, boy?
The dog just ripping out pages with his little paws. Just.
Wizarding World, I have my thumb on the around key and I was wanting to push it so bad. That's funny. What? Oh!
That was one of the tricks I taught him while I was still in the outside world.
This is odd, though. If he didn't want to get caught, he wouldn't be telling us this.
He makes sure to hide any bloodstains he makes, so as to not leave behind any evidence.
Well, there you have it. I was saved, if only by chance.
Shouldn't you have taught your dog to shake or something?
Anubis also performs that trick very well.
Please show us.
But the shake I taught him is a little bit different from others.
You know what? Maybe don't show us. That's fine.
First, he bites the victim's hand.
Stop! 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 I don't want to hear anymore. No!
First, he bites the victim's hand. I wonder if that's gonna like.
I think it's like an alligator strat.
I see. I understand. Prosecutor Edgeworth. It appears you've gathered a good hand.
I'm glad you understand, and I haven't even played my trump card yet.
Oh wow.
My argument isn't over yet.
Objection overruled.
Hey now, that's a little harsh.
Sebastian, would you allow me the privilege of explaining?
Sure, Justine. Do you finally realize? The murder occurred in the detention center. Therefore, that assassin's pet dog.
My opinion has not changed. Unless I can understand how the dog was able to enter and leave the crime scene. I'm afraid I cannot accept your logic, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
I've been waiting for you to say that. Now, let me show you.
Oh man, he's been so excited. Oh! Wow, 3 chest hairs. Nice.
Each one is a vital piece of evidence.
Ooh.
This evidence shows the route the dog used to go between the detention center and the prison. It's got to be the hole with the dog prints in it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty much it. Here you go.
Pretty much, right? But I mean, where does it go,
It could be
though,
small
right?
monkey paws, though.
Well, it says, photograph the tunnel connecting the detention center and the prison. Are those dog prints? All right. Detention center and prison. It's pretty straightforward. Let's just... If it's wrong, I give up and I'll quit. Thank you.
This photo.
It shows a secret tunnel hidden in the prison. Oh, that's impossible! A secret tunnel! This tunnel was dug by the escaped prisoner, J. Elbert. It begins in his prison cell. Wow, that is one hell of a tunnel. And it's connected to the holding cell in the detention center. That's so odd, though. I mean, if he wanted to escape, why would he come out in the detention center when he can go just a little bit further and come out? Right?
Though, maybe it's one of those things where, like, that's the front, and then a wall goes all the way around, like that.
Oh, maybe.
So maybe that's the best route to get right out of it.
Yeah, because they do that, the one underground walls and whatnot. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Namely, the victim's cell.
Oh man, so fun fact about moats is that, you know, moats around castles?
Yeah.
They did not usually fill them with water.
Oh.
They were usually just dug down so they couldn't do exactly what you said, build below a wall and collapse a tunnel to like bring a wall down in a castle.
Oh, yeah.
They just dug down.
Yeah, that was a big thing, yeah.
Big strat.
One of my favorite games back in the day was Stronghold and Stronghold Crusaders.
You played
yeah.
Stronghold?
Oh, yeah, really
I
great
played
games.
Stronghold.
Yeah, old
Good
games.
game.
They used to have the most epic sieges.
Yeah,
But,
basically, but the moats would just like be a cesspool for bad things, so they didn't fill them with water
Yeah.
if the water was there.
Gross.
Hey, now you know. Fun fact about moats.
I'm shocked. How did this?
Happened to me.
Dogen, you must have known about this, since you used this tunnel to commit murder. Fill it with jello.
In the name of the goddess of law, I hereby reject Prosecutor Edgeworth's claim.
Oh. What do you mean?
Evidence is everything. That remains true here, just as in the courtroom. Isn't that right? I have evidence here. Horace Knightley's autopsy report.
Autopsy report? Since when? Why are you surprised?
This was delivered straight from the police a short while ago. It's not complete yet, more of a preliminary report. Here, the very word of the goddess of law is written. Cause of death, stab wound to the neck, died instantly. Murder weapon, sharp metal object.
How much you want to bet that dog's got metal teeth?
The victim
know
was
what?
stabbed multiple times in the same spot with a sharp object.
Oh, ow.
Although they were unable to determine the actual shape of the murder weapon.
Ah, that's gonna be our ticket.
They have clear proof that it was a sharp metal object. So, do you still stand by your claim that the dog used a sharp object to kill the victim?
Oh, this can't be!
Hot damn.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Objection. But, wait. The tunnel contains the dog's footprints.
Perhaps it may have been one of Anubis's walking courses. I can never tell what Anubis gets up to outside of my cell.
Something feels unnatural about all this, but I have no evidence.
Courtney Pye, you sure pulled out all the hidden gems in this very last moment.
She waited for the perfect time to reveal the autopsy report. Have I let her outwit me again?
Appointed Attorney Shields. Here is the autopsy report from earlier. I apologize for the delay.
Oh, you sba-ba-ma-ga-ba.
No, it's all right. Thank you. Now, how about a hug? I'll gladly accept it.
Mr. Shields, I don't believe it's necessary to hold hands while exchanging documents.
Nice.
Oh, necessary.
I'd advise you
You're
to
right.
stop.
Huh? Oh, this old thing.
Persist any longer, and I shall call on the entire strength of the goddess of law.
I'll be careful.
Justine, well done. Just as I planned.
I only acted in accordance to your instructions.
What? Is it because he's the conductor?
I think that his mommy or daddy's her boss.
I think it's nice to have a few pawns around.
The autopsy report came straight from the police. I can't refute it. However, if the murder weapon wasn't the dog, Dogen will be cleared of suspicion.
The merciful goddess of law so decrees. If you choose to yield now, your badge will not be taken.
What? What will you do, sir? She says that, but...
My answer remains the same. George Courtney. Bro, George Courtney.
And in this corner, George Courtney. In the other corner, Edge Milesworth.
Chat's gonna have a field day with that one.
Please,
Oh, no.
George was my father. Father.
Judge Courtney. It is as I said before. Fuck, it's happening. I will not see my job. I will, damn it, I can't even think now.
No.
All I can picture is like George Costanza with the baseball bat, but
Yeah.
holding the extended hammer.
Oh, no! Stop it! I will see my job through. I will not yield to threats.
So even now, you still refuse to give up. If you want to keep your badge, this may be your last chance.
Right now, I am a defense attorney's assistant. What I protect is not my badge, but my client.
The goddess of law grows weary of your sentiment.
Now we're talking. I love my girls weary of my sentiments. Miles is starting to understand that a defense attorney never gives up. Actually, those were the words of your old man.
My father.
Oh yeah, it really is you in your blood. You're the spitting image of him right now. You said it yourself. You've changed since you were tainted by Von Karma. It's only now that I've actually come to believe it.
Mr. Shields.
Well then, Miles. Now it's time to put those skills to the test. Think beyond your limits. If the murder weapon was a sharp object, does that really negate your reasoning?
The murder weapon is a sharp object. That's it. There were 5 chisels placed inside the special cell. Dogan is a former assassin. It's quite possible he could kill someone with just a chisel.
What? No, you don't say. Kill someone with a
with
sharp knife-like
sharp,
object?
like-
I don't think it's possible. He's
I
not
would
made
hate
of wood.
I'd hate to be killed by a chisel.
Oh man, oh absolutely.
Out of all the things to get stabbed with,
Oh.
it's only sharp. It's not a point. You know what I mean? It's
No,
just
no.
flat
It's a
and
flat-
sharp.
it's a flat
So it's got to be,
blade-ish.
and then it goes real thick, real quick.
Yeah.
You know?
Real thick. Real quick. In that case, the weapon that killed Horace Knightley was...
Is that all? Well then, I suppose you'll be giving up.
Evidence is everything. Didn't you say? The murder weapon was a sharp metal object. However, such a weapon is yet to be found. What? What are you trying to say? The only decisive evidence is the actual murder weapon itself. And that was in plain sight this whole time. The real murder weapon is... Dogan's chisel!
What did you say?
Take responsibility for your own statements. The scene of the crime was Mr. Knightley's cell. You said so yourself.
If the evidence changes, then so will my logic. That too is courtroom procedure, is it not? If the chisel was used, that means the killer was human. However, the fact remains that we cannot deny this security photo. Yeah, what about that photo? I'll give you the answer. This photo shows the moment... Oh god. I think I can go to my organizer here. The photo they're talking about, security camera photo.
The tape to your...
is it the tape?
Oh, no, yeah.
No, I can't see it.
I don't think it's only the video that we saw. Oh, wait. Oh, wait.
I guess this photo shows the moment the dog leapt at the victim is really what it
Yeah.
showed, right? And
Yeah.
I think by photo they mean video, right, guys?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's the only,
it's the only one that makes
any
sense. Dogan's dog leapt at Knightley. However, the victim did not die at that time.
Didn't die.
He was only knocked unconscious. The dog didn't move a dead body. It moved the unconscious Knightley. And the real killer was its owner.
I see. If the victim was moved, it would have been possible for Dogan to commit the murder.
And use the murder weapon.
Indeed, the killer is Sirhan Dogan. It can only be you. I bet your teacher used to write on your report card, needs to pay more attention on what others say. I would think that describes you more. We examined that room, every nook and granny. Right, Justine? He said it. Oh, cook and granny. Oh, God. Every cook and granny.
We examined all 4 of Mr. Dogan's chisels
Uh-oh.
and found
4?
no traces of blood.
4?
Interesting that you say that, Courtney. I'm so interested that you said 4 chisels.
Thank you, Judge Courtney. Thanks to you, I am now certain. Every crook and granny.
Thanks to me? Whatever do you mean?
Every granny's a
When
crook.
I came here earlier, I saw 5 chisels.
That's right! There were definitely 5 there before.
So the one that disappeared was...
The smallest one. Presumably for portable use. Dogan, where's that chisel?
I'm not free to leave this place. I've no need for a portable chisel.
Not free to leave. In that case, he mustn't have been free to hide the deadly chisel either. Dogan, you just dug your own grave.
It seems you know something. Would you care to show it?
Dogan couldn't leave, so the place he hid the chisel is.
If you say his butthole, I'm afraid I will take your badge.
Special cell.
His butthole.
In his butthole, in the special cell.
Dogan is a prisoner, so he can't leave his cell freely. Perhaps he could have sent his dog out to dispose of it. But he would not have been able to confirm the weapon's location.
So what does that leave?
Above all else, special metal tools are allowed in the cell. Even if one chisel were to appear here, no one would suspect a thing. You would be a fool not to take advantage of that.
I see, of course. It's always safest if you do something yourself.
But I examined everything. I didn't find any hiding places in his cell. I am certain that the murder weapon is here. Oh my god.
Thanks to GD's MS paint skills for this beautiful
Oh man, that is
George Courtney.
George Yortney.
Okay, GD, get
Presenting evidence,
get paint,
2018.
get paint.net,
my face
GD.
way.
It does transparencies. Okay?
I like it. You
It's
know
free. Paint.net. Paint.net. It's good. It's free.
Thanks, GD. Appreciate the
Very
wonderful artwork. That was a piece
George
of art.
Courtney.
George Fortney. George Courtstanza. That's funny.
Courtstanza.
I like that a lot.
The reason you haven't found it is because it was cleverly hidden.
Justine's architect sister.
You said I hid it. Where exactly?
Think. Where could he have hidden it? I have to remember everything up to this point. There must be some clue.
Does this mean what I think it means?
Let's get going, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, the chisel was attached to the bell, I thought, too.
They were nearby each other
Yeah,
in
they're
the
nearby
photo.
Come to think of it, that dog hasn't barked at me once today. Previously, when I came to the special cell, it barked on Dogan's command. That's it! That's what's been out of place. There's just one place he could have hidden the murder weapon.
Giving up already? How dull. How
You don't know?
dull.
The dog ate it?
It's in his mouth.
No.
I will. Present evidence. The piece of evidence that shows where you concealed the murder weapon.
He's been licking.
Man, have you seen that gif of the dog with the tater tots?
Oh my god.
I have
dude.
not.
I've not. How does a good boy licking when
He's a very skilled dog, you see.
Give me just a second. And
Okay.
Your life
Well,
will.
I'm gonna present this because it's all I got. And if it's wrong, then I'll backpedal. But I'm not backing down now. I won't back down now. Hasn't your dog been awfully quiet today?
Now that you mention it, it hasn't barked at all. Before, it was... Sir Dogan, open that dog's mouth now.
I love it.
Anubis doesn't bark needlessly. I ordered him to do that before.
In that case, order it to bark now.
Naturally, you should be able to, if you have nothing to hide.
Oh my god, if it's not in there, we're so boned.
It was inevitable. Anubis, show them your mouth.
Oh, yeah, the belly's attached to it. As you can see, a dog of this size can easily conceal... What? Why a chisel? The dog really had one in his mouth.
Do you want to see the gif of the tater tot dog?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well,
Oh my god.
I mean,
That's so funny.
The dog could easily fit at least 8 or 9 tater
tots
tots.
in his mouth.
Undisturbed tater tots.
Jeez. I thought he was unusually quiet. Was he unable to follow the discussion?
Sebastian, could you call the forensics department urgently, please?
I got it.
Gross. Hit cute.
I mean, this is pretty damning evidence. You were concealing what is clearly a murder weapon based on the blood.
Up.
Forensic reaction.
That's
A
supposed
reaction. This chisel proves test positive for blood.
What?
It's the truth. Oh no.
I guess that proves my theory wasn't just nonsense.
Would this chisel be the murder weapon then?
It reacted positively for blood. There's no doubt about that.
Chisel.
Mr. Sirhan Dogan, now that the murder weapon has been found, I must ask for your testimony.
We know how your dog got to the detention center, and we found the murder weapon. Do you still think you can talk your way out of this?
Interesting. This guy, even at a time like this, he's still smiling.
Like a boss.
Well, Anubis,
Better dog.
Like a boss.
it seems everyone has become suspicious of you.
Like a judge.
It's quite troubling, but since it has come to this, we have no choice but to tell the truth. I did not kill anyone. I've long grown weary of killing.
You can tell he's telling the truth by his sincere smile. What's this? His face looks completely composed. Oh, well, I guess I was, yeah, well.
Reading into it.
It seems we'll need to listen to Mr. Dogan's explanation. Please promptly give us your testimony.
Certainly.
Here it comes. Wait, Courtney, you were doing the testimony. Why am I here? What?
First of all, I would like you to explain my motive.
Okay, you're the criminal mastermind, not me. How about you explain your motive?
I do not know anyone by the name of Knightley. We share no connection.
Oh, really? That's a pretty, blaring contradiction right there.
So I wouldn't think some motive for murder would just appear out of nowhere.
Hey, Angus, look at Dogan's prisoner ID on his chest. Oh, yeah.
I know. He
yeah.
a boss.
He's a boss.
We're bouse. Thanks, Angus.
Or are you insinuating my Anubis has a motive? He only bears his fangs at others on my command.
Maybe he got hungry. Dogs get hungry.
I do not hunger for blood so much as to kill a man I do not even know. Coming from an assassin, it sure is persuasive.
An assassin who only kills acquaintances. I doubt that would be profitable. I know that's why we raga like a bouse. Bouse. Yeah.
I may kill strangers in my line of work,
Bouse.
but I never make it personal.
Is there evidence that shows a connection between Knightley and Dogan? I should thoroughly review my evidence once more. His motives are very complex, Caitlin. I know.
First of all, I would like you to explain my motive.
You cannot kill without a motive? Hardly what I'd expect an assassin to say.
I don't spill blood needlessly. It may be required for my job, but not in my personal affairs. They're a little different, isn't that right, Anubis? I do not know anyone by the name of Knightley. We share no connection.
You didn't know Knightley. It's not like you to say something like that.
You overestimate me considerably. Do you have such a hard time arresting me in the past, did you?
Yes, we've already looked into it. You are the prisoner's supplier, or the prison's supplier. Naturally, you would have known about the other prisoners.
You are the Morgan Freeman of
Hold
this
it.
establishment.
Hearing just one thing and knowing 10 is just an ideal. It's true, I do hear things. However, that doesn't mean that I know everything. I've never heard anyone named Knightley. So I wouldn't think some motive for murder would just appear out of nowhere.
You are an assassin. You do not require a motive to kill.
Hey Anubis, what do you think of this man? Is he an idiot, a fool, or possibly even a genius?
You can drop the act. Answer the question.
But first, consider this. Who am I?
Whoa.
She
Wait.
got deep.
Wait. You're Sirhan Dogan.
Oh, there it is.
But who?
Wrong. It is me. Some other character who has a voice similar to this. Before your eyes, you see the man you arrested yourself. The assassin, Sirhan Dogan. For those I have needlessly killed, I chant a prayer. Or are you insinuating my Anubis has a motive?
The dog probably did not have a motive. However, it has been trained to kill.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along. That's good. My voice though.
Anubis, how could this man say such a thing? You poor thing. There.
The dog isn't you. He could have mistaken his target.
In that case, wouldn't police dogs be equally untrustworthy?
Oh, well, I mean, they're trained to find drugs.
If you still mean to suspect Anubis, then you'll have to show me this evidence you're so fond of.
Ah, I don't have that kind of evidence. Man, I just want, like, one time in reality for that to be real. Where, like, you know, SWAT teams rolling in, they're busting open a container, you know, they open it up, big white bags of dog treats. Tasty, bacon-flavored dog treats. Police issued, you see.
That's very fun.
Oh, no.
Oh, I
Oh.
see.
But
And
the
then you
dog-
look at the dog, and the dog does a little shameful, like, hand over the paw, or hand over the nose sort of thing. Oh, that's my fault.
But the dog treats were actually laced with tons
Heroin.
of flavor.
Oh, that's the long con there. Oh my god. That would be hilarious. Just putting all your not drugs into dog treat bags and stuff, and then the dogs find it and like,
Oh.
Rover, how
Rover,
could you? These are dog treats, you silly puppy.
Fun fact about drug sniffing dogs. They actually have to plant evidence sometimes so the dogs find things.
Yes.
So that they don't get depressed.
Yes.
Because if the dogs don't succeed in their job, they get super depressed about it.
No.
Yeah.
way.
Yep.
And it's just like if no crimes are being committed, the dogs just feel like they're failing.
Aw.
Judas.
What good pups.
Then, perhaps you ordered him to kill Knightley.
Aren't we impatient? Haven't you forgotten the first thing I said? I don't know anyone called Knightley. Although you still insist I do.
I wish we had a spoon. Just be like, oh, do you see which one to contradict?
Don't you think so too, Anubis? Oh, good boy.
Did the dog kill him, or did Dogan? If Dogan did not have a motive to kill, then he could not have murdered Knightley. First, I should show proof of some connection between Dogan and Knightley. Explain my motive. I do not know him by the name of Knightley. We share no connection. I'm probably
I
gonna
need
be
to grab
here.
water real fast.
Yeah, are you able to top this one with?
Yep, Earth.
Thank you, kind sir.
Where? Oh, there it is. Knightley's memo. Match that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna think on this
Yeah.
for like 2 minutes while Yanni runs
Yeah.
over here or something.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
could it be this?
Could
I
it
don't
be
know.
this?
It could
I don't
also be the
know.
prison investigation, man.
Can
I don't
you
know.
check that other one? Look, can you check it?
Let's take a look here.
All right,
Bishop
so-
to G2. No,
what?
Rook? No, pawn to G6.
That's who would
Which
win
move
in
did you
this
do?
game?
Wait, pawn to G6.
Next move, rook. Pawn to G6.
Wait,
G.
wait, what do you mean?
Oh no, it's from the white side.
Pawn
Who's
to
on board?
pawn? Oh, I see. White side. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Boom.
There you go.
Pawn to G6. That's opening up. move
Tom,
for the
Tom,
bishop.
can you?
Oh, hey.
You've lost your touch, Sir Handogan. If you had your dog clean up after you, you should have disposed of this too. This is a record of a correspondence chess game found in the victim's cell. This record and the chessboard in your cell both clearly depict the same game.
What?
I've heard that the number of possible chess positions is around 10 to the power of 120.
10 times 10, 120 times. 100, 1,000, is that even a real number?
And surprisingly, Go has like way more.
Yeah.
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 Indeed. There's absolutely no way these two could have coincided by chance.
Well, that's not like I guess there's a lot of positions that you could end up in because of that, but really, the idea that you could end up in the same position just because of like the moves, it's a little bit more like it's not impossible.
It's incredibly unlikely,
Yeah.
to the point where you can't dismiss it as a coincidence.
Yeah.
Tell us your reason for killing Knightley, unless you intend to explain this as a coincidence.
Well, don't they say that the truth is stranger than fiction? It is as you said. This is merely a coincidence. But there's no way that could have happened. My correspondence chess opponent was the victim in this incident. What a horrible coincidence. Aren't you shocked too, Anubis?
Oh man.
Looks like I'll have to tell them the truth, Anubis, my boy. The animal show, or something. That was when everyone left. Anubis brought the body to my cell. He had already been stabbed in the neck with the murder weapon. I did not wish to be suspected, so I had Anubis carry the body to the workroom. After that, he pulled out the murder weapon and returned it to me.
So you're saying the one who pulled the weapon out was Anubis?
That's right. If I pulled out the murder weapon here, the blood would have been a problem. Mr. Edgeworth, isn't this what that Sod guy said?
I lost my dog. I was biting under the neck of the victim.
What did you say?
It was a truly hellish scene. That dog killed
This
him.
happened once before, in Ace Attorney, I think, in the third game.
What happened?
Where it wasn't them stabbing the victim, it was them pulling the knife
yeah.
out of
Oh,
the victim.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually Ace Attorney
3.
Sorry, 3.
Yeah, I think it was the last case. Yeah.
Yeah. Last.
I see. So that means someone witnessed the moment the murder weapon was pulled out.
Oh, yes. That prisoner's testimony. It surprised me when I first heard it. It's not often Anubis makes a blunder like that, right, boy? Now, I believe that explains my actions. I did not kill him, and all I did was remove the murder weapon. Now, will that be all? Anubis is getting tired.
Objection.
Oh, hi.
Oh.
Wow, hi.
What a good
Oh
objection.
there, just a moment, Mr. Dogan.
Thought I had a moment.
I know.
Mr. Shields.
Isn't there one thing you haven't explained? Why you won't give me a hug? Why would you need to pull out the murder weapon in the first place?
That's right. I understand why he'd move the body to draw suspicion away from him. But he didn't need to retrieve the murder weapon.
I thought him just a fool, but how quickly his scent has changed. Care to elaborate, Mr. Dogan? It was because of this bell. The bell attached to the murder weapon, and the bell on my dog's neck. They share a distinctive shape, wouldn't you say?
The assassin Sirhan Dogan's trademark.
An assassin's trademark?
The blind assassin, Sirhan Dogan. He always appears at the sound of a bell. The sound of a bell ringing in the dark of night is said to be the last thing his target hears.
You remember well. It has been a while since you last saw my bells, after all.
When I prosecuted you in court, I confiscated a knife with a bell attached to it.
Yes, my bells. There are only 2 in the world.
Only 2.
They're custom made, attached to my knife and Anubis's collar. Even though I can rely on only my ears,
Phrasing.
I can easily identify them. Alas, one has been confiscated and is not in my possession.
Attach the knife and Anubis, custom made. Only 2 exist. The knife has been confiscated.
When Anubis brought the body here, I heard a familiar sound. I thought my knife must have been embedded in the body.
Oh man, I totally forgot he was blind for a moment.
So imagine my confusion when I found out that it was merely a chisel with my bell attached.
Indeed, your knife is nothing like the chisel.
Either way, those bells are my trademark. Moreover, I'm the only one in the prison who uses chisels. With all this, I knew I'd be falsely suspected. So I removed the murder weapon and hid it.
So, you're claiming that you only moved the body.
Didn't I tell you? That chisel isn't mine. If you think I'm lying, go ahead and check for my fingerprints. Sebastian,
Me? But how do I check for...
forensics.
Yes, ma'am. Oh! Reaction! We have fingerprints. They're Knightley's, Justine. What about Dogan's? Nope, just Knightley's.
On the murder
There's
weapon.
no evidence of prints being wiped either. Only Knightley's fingerprints. Would they hold through dog slobber in the mouth?
No, probably not.
Right? Only Knightley's fingerprints. It can't be.
Unless he was really gentle.
Oh, maybe. Should we re-examine it?
See now? I never even touched that chisel. Because I ordered Anubis to carry it in his mouth. In other words, the fingerprints belong to the chisel's original owner.
No.
The murder weapon's owner was the victim? Huh. This is perplexing.
At any rate, I did not touch the murder weapon.
I don't know.
What are you
I
thinking?
was thinking maybe if it like resembled a bell or something of those lines, but
In other words, the killer could not have been me, isn't that right?
Gah! I have nothing to refute that. How could this? Is he really not the killer? Could Dogan's testimony actually be true? This can't be.
It seems this is sufficient enough to warrant any further explanation, not to whatever. As it stands, you have not changed the state of this case. I believe this is more than enough reason for us to relieve you of your badge.
Oh my god, come on.
To save any needless fuss, I suggest you hand over your badge now.
This is bad, sir. They found serious.
It's regrettable, but with those prints as decisive evidence, I'll have to rethink my logic from step 1.
But there's still many unexplained things. Why would Mr. Knightley be carrying a chisel? It could be used for many things, perhaps even prison escapes. Well then, how did he carry it into the prison? I mean, the prisoners aren't even allowed cutlery, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Wait, then how do you explain the forks and shit inside the tunnel?
That's funny.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Hmm?
even if your reasoning is off at first, you shouldn't let that confuse you. The most important thing is to arrive at the truth, isn't that right? It doesn't matter how you get there. The end result is to save Simon. We have to do everything we can for his sake.
Well said, Kay. Nice one, Kay. I really want to scout you for the law firm now.
Aw.
Remember when Uncle Ray said a defense attorney never gives up? Miles, do you understand the true meaning behind those words?
The true meaning of those words.
Defense attorneys carry the fate of their client on their shoulders. You are the only person your client can rely on. Just like with Mr. Keys, we're the only ones who can save him now. We are linked by fate to our clients. That is why we must never give up. There's no way Uncle Ray can go against the teachings of Gregory. So, what will you do?
Time to unleash my Konostandoda. Currently, I'm a defense attorney's assistant. No, I am an assistant at my father's firm. I've made a commitment to this case, therefore, if I don't save my client, I cannot say I've achieved it. I will abide by this, to save Simon Keys. No matter how many times my logic fails, I will always find another possibility.
Okay, you're finally back. Well then, let's search for that other possibility. To start with, do you think there was a way for Mr. Knightley, or Mr. Knightley could have brought the chisel into the prison?
The method Knightley used to bring the chisel into the prison was, well, the chessboard.
The chessboard.
Yeah.
Normally, metal objects can't be brought into the detention center or the prison.
They'd just be caught by the security gate.
However, there is one way to avoid this, and that is if they sent the package to the detention center.
That gate is only used on people. In other words, packages sent to the detention center undergo a simpler check.
So, they don't use a metal detector for that.
This never should have happened. It seems the guards were too careless.
Very careless! Knowing this, Knightley asked Simon to send him a package. Namely, a chessboard containing the chisel.
Well, this has solved one of our problems. The fact that the chisel was not Mr. Jogan's, but Mr. Knightley's.
Given this, one major issue remains. The security camera shows a dog attacking the victim. As long as that exists, I will maintain that Dogan is the killer.
But Dogan never touched the murder weapon. I'm stumped.
We also desire a conclusion to this matter.
Mr. Edgeworth, we can use one of my secret weapons, sir. Secret weapon number 4, the video analyzing machine, Mr. Analysis.
No, it's happening.
It better not be a little thief.
It's happening. No, it's an enhancer.
Oh,
Mr. Analysis,
no.
that's its name.
Man.
Analysis is what it is.
It's game. We should just get like giant things of maple syrup, and whenever enhancement happens, we just.
Oh, that's funny.
With these enhancements, you never stood a chance.
Making videos really big, enhancing 1940s things.
Mm-hmm.
What's with that ridiculous name?
I named it myself, sir. This will let us analyze video footage in detail. It's very, very clever, I promise.
Go ahead. You'll soon see I'm not lying.
I don't know what will come of this, but all we can do now is investigate.
Mr. Edgeworth, do you know how to use Mr. Analysis?
A video analysis machine. Should I hear how to use it? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, here's explanation. Detective Gumshoe, could you show me how to use it?
Of course, sir. Okay, oh my god. Fundamentally, it's the same as investigating a crime scene, okay? You just examine anything that piques your curiosities.
To examine, I press the X button.
Now, I'd like you to look at the buttons below the monitor, okay? The left and right buttons will rewind and fast forward respectively. And the center button lets you pause the video. Let's make good use of it to advance our investigation, sir. To rewind,
Rewind and fast forward, I use the A and Y buttons. And to pause, I use the B button. While paused,
while paused, you can use the previous frame or the next frame. You just use the same left and right buttons as before, sir.
This is hard.
Next, I'll explain how to zoom in and enhance. Just point the cursor at the area you want to zoom in on and press the button on the upper left of the analysis machine button.
Mr. Analysis to you.
The one that says Zoom Plus.
It seems I can also use the L button to zoom in.
After you've zoomed in, you can examine it just like you would in the original image.
Is it basically like showing us exactly what to examine as well?
I think so.
Use the previous
Next frame.
next frame. Okay. Oh, here we go. I'll see out of here. And next frame button to examine frame by frame. But you can't actually play back the video in this mode, so keep that in mind.
And what should I do if I want to zoom out?
Oh, just press the left button on Mr. Analysis again, sir. Now it should say zoom minus. And that concludes the explanation, sir. Well then, let's turn on Mr. Analysis. And examine any suspicious part of the video, sir.
This is the video from the detention center's camera. I believe this was the moment when Knightley was being attacked by the dog. If that wasn't the case, then what does it show? Is the person in this video really Knightley? And what is the true form of the black silhouette attacking this person? I should check the video and try to find the answer to these two questions.
There could be unexpected things in unexpected places. So be sure to check every nook and cranny of that video, sir.
I believe you mean Crook and Granny.
Can you move that box?
Oh, that's forward. Wait, what's pause? Is it? No, it's not
Pause is
X.
at the bottom.
Oh, it's okay.
Now you can go frame by frame. You're gonna want to go the other way, won't you?
No.
You want to go forward? Because I can see something here.
You can frame by frame in zoom mode too.
Oh, bingo.
There's a guard.
A reflection of this person can be seen in the mirror. Is that a cap on his head?
Actually, it looked kind of like the caps of prison guards wear, sir. You guys don't think it was a guard who was attacked?
Have you received a report of any guards being attacked by an animal?
No, not that I've heard, sir.
Then it was someone else wearing a guard's uniform. I see.
Jailbird, did he have any wounds?
I don't think so. I have evidence that shows what this cap is. It is...
The missing uniform.
Stolen uniform. There was no report of a guard being attacked by an animal. However, we did hear that a guard's uniform was stolen. Putting two and two together, I'd say this was a disguise. For the purpose of a prison escape.
The disguise to the guard? That sounds like it could have been successful, sir. Speaking of prison escapes.
Indeed. That person certainly was successful. If the person in this video was not Knightley, then perhaps that black shadow is not a dog either.
if you zoom in, you should be able to see a real sharp shape, sir.
What part of the video is strange? I guess we're probably gonna want to zoom in here. Maybe I should have let it go a little
A
bit.
little longer. It should be 24 frames per second.
I don't know if they're gonna abide by that, but oh no! Oh no! Nothing here. I need to find out who this man is specifically. Can I discern anything from his surroundings? I should try searching again. My bad. Is it circle to play? Yeah, okay.
Maybe go back to when it was on the ground still, and the lower segment.
It's a bear.
Oh my god, it's a bear. And he's not being attacked, he's being cuddled. Cuddled
Yeah.
aggressively.
Yep.
One more. Wait, oh, go forward with you, because there was the head. Oh.
Oh, it's just a blur. Oh, I see. I see.
And Jared says, I don't know what mine and your inherent problem with enhancing videos and murder mystery games is.
It's just it's a trope.
It's very much a
It's a big
trope.
trope in meme. Like if you look up Enhance, like they made fun of it in Super Troopers. I think,
Oh,
specifically in the one time.
I'm just more that like, look, we've zoomed in. You watch YouTube videos where they zoom in.
Yeah.
That pixelation gets worse and worse and worse and worse. But in Magic Video Land,
Because I think the big meme one is specifically from CSI where they zoom in. Oh no, maybe that was the parody of it where they zoom in
On the screw.
and in the reflection of the screw they can see the license plate number of another vehicle in the side. I don't know if it was an actual CSI or if it was a parody, but I can't remember. I think it might have been an actual CSI episode.
I think it might have been actually too. Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
dramatic. I like that.
This is.
Oh no, it's not.
I hated.
Oh, it's a parody.
Maybe.
I watched the end
It's
of a
parody,
CSI
it's a
Miami
parody.
episode where there was like a sniper on the loose, and the sniper's like coming down. He's like, "Oh, don't you want to know why I did it?" And the guy's like,
No. Yeah, that was Horatio. Yeah.
Horatio, what the,
I remember that episode specifically. I don't know why. Like, I can remember so many
I know,
episodes of CSI. Like, how much CSI have I watched? I haven't seen that show in years, but Horatio was the shit. Anyways,
Yeah, shitty CSI.
I remember that. And be like, what the fuck, Horatio?
Yes, tell us.
I fear we may have made a grave miscalculation. This animal, this silhouette, no matter how you look at it, it is not a dog. This animal is
A bear-cat pig.
a bear-cat pig. Bear-cat pig. I love bear-cat pig.
It's
I
a
want
bear-cat pig.
A bear.
He's a bear.
From the silhouette, I'd say the animal's not a dog, but a bear.
So then, in the photo that I took,
Those footprints must have belonged to the bear. Yes. Oh. Man, I want to take another look at those. Those definitely look like dog prints.
Did you see a bear?
Sorry, the zoom in CSI is actually pretty ridiculous though.
Right?
Oh, the real one?
Yeah. It's like super pixelated and somehow it becomes like H dizzles.
Dude, can we pull it up or is it?
No.
It's long and yeah.
Yes. That man is the first to come to mind. You can share it in Discord though. In the sponsor chat. We are all under the impression that the person in this video was Knightley.
but it's his cell after all. Why would it be anyone else?
That line of logic no longer holds. Remember the tunnel under his bed. It's possible whoever used this tunnel is the one in the video.
It seems it is time to answer that question. Just who is the person in this video?
The person in this video is... Oh my god, I almost accidentally selected K. Where is... Oh, there he is.
Bottom left.
The person wearing the guard uniform is... the escaped prisoner, J. Albert. The probability is extremely high. His pet is a polar bear cub. Oh my god. That's actually pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
But the bear here is black.
We have evidence that can explain this matter.
I like
The
this.
reason the polar bear became black is...
Mud baths.
You can't just explain why people are black, Edgeworth. Where do we have that?
It's one of these things, maybe. Testimony to the left, up one.
Prisoner investigation? No.
It's one of the pages. Go to the next page over. Oh, one more to the left.
No.
I mean the next page to the left.
No, I think it's the
What's that top one that you just scrolled over?
Prison roll call.
Yeah. What? Oh, maybe we don't have it.
No, we do.
Rubber glove, look at it. Mud packs. Yeah, it goes back to the glove.
Wait, back to the glove?
Yeah, found in workroom, covered in mud from Saw's mud packs, also covered in blood.
Yeah. Okay, so like
The mud packs cause things to go pitch black.
While this is happening, I'm gonna pee real fast.
Bloodstains belong to Nightly. Oh wait, no, Black Silhouette, right? Yeah, no, I guess that's all we got.
Yeah,
It just seems really odd, you know, because Sawit said he's like, yeah, we do mud packs, and the animals appear black after
Yeah.
the mud packs. Think back to Frank Sawit's testimony.
That rubber glove I dropped.
Where did the mud on this glove come from?
Oh, that's the mud from the mud packs. At the time, I was practicing applying my mud packs.
Could you tell me when this took place on the day of the incident?
Since the animal show had started, I'd say it was around 9 a.m. The mud packs turned the animals' bodies pitch black, and my heart was pure white. I was holding Rosewood, covering the animals in mud.
During the animal show, Mr. Sawit was applying the mud packs to the animals.
So then, among those animals,
Was this polar bear? Yes.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, there is a huge contradiction in your argument. The security camera footage.
Judge Courtney, you are quite right. Sawit used the mud packs during the animal show. Knowing this, a new contradiction in the video comes to light.
A new contradiction?
Kay, do you know when this footage was taken?
It was after the mud packs were used. That would put it at around 9 a.m.
In that case, you should notice something strange about this video.
Huh? What's strange about it?
The strange thing that contradicts the time this video was taken. The time?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, I'd say time.
Strange thing that contradicts when the video was taken. That's 6:42. I
Yeah.
assume it's a 24-hour clock.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what, send it, yeah.
Wait, do I enhance on it though?
Yeah, always. Go with the 6. Yeah.
The time Sawit covered the polar bear in mud was around 9 a.m., which means that this video should have been taken at 9 a.m. However, the timestamp reads 6 a.m. On that day, the prisoners went to the courtyard to watch the animal show. At this time, only 3 people remained behind. Dogan in the special cell, Sawit in the workroom applying his mud packs, and the one who put his escape plan in motion at that moment, J. Albert. Albert left the polar bear in Sawit's care and entered the secret tunnel.
Oh. Hello. So cute.
However, the bear escaped from Sawit and followed after its owner. J. Albert wanted to leave the bear behind? And just when he was chasing after the escaped bear, Sawit happened to witness the dog pulling the murder weapon out of the body. If Sawit's testimony is correct, this video must have been taken at around 9 a.m. However, the timestamp is off by 3 hours.
Why would the timestamp be off like that?
Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to examine the security camera.
Okay, sir. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. I asked all the guards and... It seems the camera's power was cut off for just a quick moment when they were throwing off the timestamp.
What?
The camera's an old model, so if it loses power, the clock stops as well.
In that case, this means the camera's power was cut for 3 hours.
Oh, while I'm at it, I got some more information for you, sir. You heard that Knightley denied stealing the key, right? It seems nobody would believe the words of a criminal, but Knightley testified. I was knocked out too.
That may not necessarily be a lie.
Oh my god, this is all just, that's interesting.
Oh my, there you all are.
Uh-oh.
Making progress in your investigation? Oh, can I be of any help?
Actually, Warden Roland, there is something we must report to you. The escaped prisoner, J. Elbert, is most likely still inside the prison. He has disguised himself. Here is proof. The person visible in the security video is Elbert. So, perhaps, he's still in this very building. I love the guards like, woo!
Hey, where'd he go?
Come to think of it, didn't Mr. Elbert have a bracelet like the other prisoners?
The bracelet would have been concealed under the uniform sleeves. Moreover, the prison's main gate does not have a sensor to detect bracelets. All he would have to do is avoid doors with sensors inside the prison.
That's right. So, if he didn't enter the cells of the workrooms, could one of you guys be J. Elbert?
Please tell me they're not.
Oh, man.
Oh, no!
Ah, Rocky!
Oh my God, come on!
Too much. Tom, I can't do this voice that way.
Stop it, what are you doing?
It would seem that Rocky has answered that question for us.
No! Rocky, this is all your fault.
The little guy loves you so much. It's enviable.
Right then, seize him at once.
Man, my escape plan, foolproof, right?
Yeah.
Polar bear pet, wait till it grows
Yeah.
up, eat everyone, walk out of prison.
J. Elbert, you just gotta be patient, man. Patience is a virtue for a reason.
Yeah. Wait, there's something we must hear from this prisoner. It's necessary if we are to find the truth. I'd like permission to interrogate him.
Understood.
Interrogation hype?
What do you want out of me?
Elbert's escape route is linked to Knightley's cell. So it's highly likely he knows something about the crime. I'd like to ask you about the day the body was found. And by the way, I would ride the polar bear out of the prison.
Oh,
Like
wow.
Crash
You-
Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So it was you guys. You were the ones who have found my secret tunnel. Took me ages to dig that thing. The day the body was found was the day I planned to escape. I was in disguise. Then Rocky followed after me, but he was all covered in mud. I panicked, returned to my cell.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Damn, if only you guys hadn't shown up, if only Knightley hadn't died.
You say you dug the tunnel. What did you use to dig it?
Oh, that, just hammers and spoons, stuff like that. I bought them off from the supplier, but it was all for nothing.
No need to lose your temper. There's always next time.
On the day of the incident, it's possible that Elbert met Knightley while he was alive. I'll have to listen to his testimony carefully.
So it was you guys that found my secret tunnel.
Oh, sorry. You.
Shut up. Was with a hold it, punk.
You say you dug...
What is it to you? You know how long it took me to dig that? I had to beg the supplier for those tools. Day after day I slaved away. Give me back my hard work. Give it back, you son of a...
I can't get a word in edgewise.
You can't just go around discovering people's holes. It's an adventure that needs to be done consensually, and I didn't say so.
So, you dug that hole alone.
Yeah, damn right I did. Damn right I did.
Could a tunnel like that really be dug by one person?
Wow, Such a wasted effort.
A kid like you wouldn't understand. Never rely on others. Never let others see you. Those are the rules we live by in here.
But you relied on the
Well-
supplier.
As a great thief, I kind of see where you're coming from.
Kay, don't agree with him.
No, I was just joking.
Well, I wasn't. Damn, why'd it come to this? The day the body was found dead, I planned to escape. I was in disguise.
Did you obtain the guard's uniform from the supplier, too?
Yeah, that's right. Seems you got it by threatening the guard.
Your clothes, take them off.
That guy went and stole it from someone's locker.
So, when you went through the tunnel, you were already dressed like a guard.
No, to ensure the clothes wouldn't get stained with mud, I carried them with me. Once I got out of the hole and changed clothes, getting out of the cell door was simple. And that's when Rocky ran up and jumped on me.
That must be the moment the security camera captured. I see. Could you add that to your testimony?
Once I got out of the hole and changed clothes, it was easy to get out of the bars.
Getting out of the cell door was simple, you say.
Yeah, compared to going through a tunnel, that was very simple.
You inhabit a prison, yet you seem to know the layout of the detention center quite well.
Oh, dodging the hook. Well, what are you so wrong about that? Should I've been to the detention center too?
In that case, he should have known about it from the start. When Knightley was in his cell, the door would have been locked, which means there was one piece of evidence Elbert needed to escape.
And Rocky followed after me.
Probably the key, yeah. When did you first realize he was following you?
When I got out of the tunnel, just when I thought I pulled it off. Damn!
Didn't you notice anything when you entered the tunnel?
He wasn't there at the time. I knew he would follow me, but he wasn't around. This is my chance, I thought. Just my luck. Damn it!
Why would you leave Rocky behind?
Such harsh words.
Poor Rocky.
I can't help it. Today was his fault too. Just like yesterday, always clinging them to me.
Aww.
You didn't consider just making a run for it.
I would if I could, but the mud would have given me away. And it's not like I'd get another chance like this. So I had to proceed with caution.
In the end, he was exposed by his own bear. It's possible that Elbert met Knightley before he died. I should listen to his testimony carefully and review the evidence.
I guess you could say that his testimony's been laid bare.
Ah. We barely caught him.
Mop, mop, mop. Yeah, where's the key evidence? Is that this one?
I think it's missing keys, right? Current location unknown.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. You say it was simple getting through the cell door.
Yeah, that's right. You got a problem with that, huh?
Even though you managed to arrive at Knightley's cell, opening the door wasn't so simple. How do you intend to unlock the cell door? J. Elbert, you had the key to Knightley's cell.
I ain't got nothing like that. That's it. It was open. It was already unlocked when I got there.
Indeed, the cell was vacant after Knightley's death, which is why, at the time we conducted our investigation, it was unlocked. Your successful escape attempt occurred after Knightley's death, so the door would have been open. However, you had tried to escape once before then.
The plan was foiled thanks to Rocky. The video shows it.
Yes. That was during the animal show, before Knightley's death was known. And the cell door was locked, because no one knew he was dead. Without the key to Knightley's cell, your escape would have been impossible.
That means... Oh, it can't be.
It's exactly what you think. In the case of the stolen key, the culprit is J. Elbird. You were the one who attacked the guard, weren't you? Oh my god.
Oh, look at him go.
Look
with
at them
his-
socks,
I know,
though.
striped socks.
The guard, and Knightley too, in order to steal the key.
It wasn't me. I don't know any Knightley.
After stealing the key, you returned to your cell as a precautionary measure. Then, you waited for a time when the prison would be mostly vacant. That was just before Knightley's death became known. In other words, during the animal show. But in the end, the plan was foiled thanks to Rocky. Oh, Rocky.
Don't screw with me. If you don't have evidence, then I'll still win by decision. Besides, it was that Knightley guy who attacked the guy, right?
I think not. Regarding the theft of keys, Knightley was the victim. This proves Knightley was the victim who was attacked in his cell. Probably. But don't. There are small bruises on his head. Probably. From like a knuckle.
No, hold on. Just go to the very end of the, because we actually specifically talked about a moment where he's like, "Oh, I was knocked out too." You go to the very end. I just want to see if there's any. Is that a testimony? No. Okay. Yeah. Do what you said.
Oh no. Does this really prove it? Of course. If you say so, then I get the feeling he was definitely the victim.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, this evidence proves nothing.
Huh? Really? I knew that. No! It's not easy to fool Judge Courtney.
She's good.
I have to remember the state of Knightley's cell. I have to show what happened between those two. As I thought, you don't have proof, do you?
Cleaned up bloodstain? It
This
was
proves
his
that he was the
blood.
victim who was attacked in the cell.
Yeah, well, there's
Yeah.
the blood stain on the carpet.
Yeah, let's go with that
It
one.
was proof that he was punched in, probably the face.
Search the cyber to find the murder weapon. Knightley played chess. Bloodstains were wiped away inside the victim's cell. The bloodstains belonged to Knightley. Okay, well,
Yeah.
let's. I just want to check out the rest really quickly. That's probably it. Yeah, no. Yeah. In Knightley's cell, there were traces of his blood, which had been wiped away. I believe this is more than enough proof that Knightley was attacked in his cell. You attacked those two people and stole the key, didn't you?
Ooh. Damn. I never thought you'd find the bloodstain I wiped away with that newspaper.
Why would you go through all the trouble of wiping the bloodstain?
Oh, on the hands of Knightley and the guard, there were obvious signs of scuffle, you know. If the bloodstains were uncovered, they'd find out there was another attacker. And if anybody looked around the bed, the tunnel I dug would be discovered.
You would think. So, you were trying to buy more time for your escape attempt. But I'm afraid to say your plan still ended in failure. Now then, hand over the keys to Knightley's cell.
Oh.
The knockout punch. Oh, Rocky!
What happened to Rocky?
He just jumped ship.
Wait, how could an amateur like you knock me out? Here, I got the keys right here.
Hold it. If you have that key, then that means...
You know, like, do you think Rocky's sweating on his own, or is that Elbird's sweat that's getting onto Rocky?
It's definitely Elbirds because animals cannot sweat except
Oh.
for humans.
Interesting.
I think we're the,
Polar
I
bear
think
must
we're
be
the
very
only
hot.
ones.
Oh, interesting.
Man, I was thinking about a place like, you know, things can be lit on fire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine if there was like an alternate universe
Mhm.
where things just started producing water, and like the water was like fire to people.
Oh,
So,
it'd be interesting.
combustion would be water? Huh.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
it's not a really good idea,
that
but
would-
it's
that
just
would
something I
change
was
things.
thinking
It
about.
would change things.
Well.
Oh my god, with the oceans, that'd be different.
But I guess
and it rained fire.
Oh,
rain-
man.
being on fire was just a slight inconvenience.
No,
my
yeah.
God. That's right, Judge Courtney. you reasoned that Knightley stole the key and used it to leave his cell. From there, he entered Mr. Key's cage and was moved to the workroom.
I'm gonna grab that.
However, the very foundation of that hypothesis has collapsed.
Ah! Oh, how?
I see. In that case, there was only one person who could have moved Knightley. The criminal must have been someone who knew about the secret tunnel.
Hey,
Oh, go for it, yeah.
are you suggesting?
J. Albert, you're under arrest, pal. Why is it like all Tom?
Wait, I didn't do nothing.
Pretty good. No, it's good.
Okay.
There was a packet.
Oh, nice.
For whom?
Me.
Oh.
It's a big pole. Wink.
Well, I didn't do nothing. Sure, I knocked out those two guys and I stole the keys. And after that, I waited for the perfect time to enter that guy's cell. But the cell was empty then. There was no dead body either. And also, how could I have gotten into the workroom? I couldn't even leave my own cell, right?
It's true. You only have the key to Knightley's cell, but there's also Dogan's dog.
What?
It'd be possible for the dog to carry the body from the cell to the workroom.
That'd be quite extravagant.
I see. So you're saying there's an accomplice.
The crime would have been possible if Elbert and Dogan were working together. It's perfectly plausible. Somehow, Elbert managed to carry Knightley's body to his own cell.
Then, the dog must have carried it to the workroom.
Yes, because all the animals can move freely in the prison. But that's not the case for the path between the detention center and the prison. The only one who could use that route was you, J. Elbert.
Well, there's another route that you didn't know about.
There couldn't have been. The tunnel was a straight path, is it not?
Yeah, it seems like it. I didn't have enough time to dig any more than I did. I only dug halfway up the corridor.
Hey, Ryan. Thanks for subbing to the channel.
You guys give me a nice well. What? You mean to say that you didn't dig the entire tunnel?
When I got to that cell, the tunnel was already there.
Oh, that explains a lot.
There's a tunnel linking my cell to the well. Looking down the well, there was the courtyard, and there's no mistaking it. They've always been connected. I just continued the tunnel with my digging.
What was that hole doing there in the first place?
Who knows? Maybe another inmate dug it in an attempt to escape.
Or maybe the animals dug it. Oh, maybe they wanted to drink from the well.
That's highly doubtful.
There's no water in that well anymore. It's all dried up. Wait a minute. That's it. For some reason, the well gave off a nice scent.
A nice scent.
I don't know what it was, but it smelled sweet like candy.
This scent. I believe we've come across it before. We know this scent from...
His body?
I think, was that where it's updated? It has a
Yeah.
sweet scent, yeah. Knightley's body was giving off a sweet candy-like scent. We used a police dog to track that scent and led us to discover the tunnel. By any chance, could this be the same scent as well? Here, smell this body.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, I know what you're trying to say. That scent proves the body was carried down through the tunnel.
Exactly. And J. Elbert, you were the only one who could have used the tunnel.
Thank you, Mr. Elbert. I'm very grateful to you. At last the truth comes to light. Mr. Elbert, wouldn't it be wise to confess now? To being an accomplice, I mean.
Oh, don't tell me even you suspect me too.
Judge Courtney, it seems you and I have come to the same conclusion.
Not at all. Our thoughts on the matter are still quite different. Mr. Elbert was certainly an accomplice, but an accomplice to Horace Knightley.
What do you mean?
Mr. Elbert did not move the body. He simply lent the victim his keys.
What?
It would seem Mr. Elbert did indeed strike Mr. Knightley on the head. However, Mr. Knightley was not knocked out. The two must have made a little negotiation.
Negotiation?
She's just making things up at this point.
For Mr. Knightley's escape plan to work, he would have had to need the keys to the cell.
Like, it all makes some sense, but she is just...
So Mr. Elbert stole them from the guard. On the other hand, for Mr. Elbert to escape, he needed to get to Mr. Knightley's cell. But if Mr. Knightley had seen him and yelled, the plan would have gone down the drain. And so, they negotiated.
I didn't negotiate anything.
Oh, you still intend to deny it?
I see. So, in other words, we're back to where we started.
Mr. Elbert opened the cell door, and Mr. Knightley entered Mr. Keyes' cage.
Oh my god.
And
We're on
then
this still.
He was moved into the prison.
Of course! And then he was killed in the prison workroom. Weren't you listening? The scent on the body shows he must have been moved through the tunnel. Knightley was moved from the detention center through the tunnel.
Please wait until someone is finished before speaking.
Sebastian interrupted first.
I do not claim that he wasn't moved through the tunnel.
What? You don't?
The scent shows that the body was moved through the tunnel. However, that does not mean it came from the detention center. What do you mean? That sure sounds like a contradiction to me. Isn't there one more possibility? In the well in the courtyard, it's possible the body was dropped down from there. The courtyard? Oh! The well in the courtyard!
Why?
Storage?
Mr. Keyes carried the cage, but not to the workroom, but to the courtyard. Mr. Knightley was killed in the courtyard, and his body was dropped down the well.
And what evidence do you have to prove that? Boop.
And then, the body at the bottom of the well was moved by Mr. Dogan's dog. Now, there's one thing I'd like you all to remember. Before the body was discovered, what was happening in the courtyard?
The animal show.
The animal show, right? Oh, Regina and Simon were there. Wait, Simon? Ah! I see you understand. Who then dropped the body down the well?
Judge Courtney. She's a tough opponent. Her flexible way of thinking enables her to adapt and come up with her own deductions. Vivid imagination.
Mr. Knightley was not carried to the workroom, but to the courtyard. And Mr. Keyes was off stage for 15 minutes. This was when he dropped Mr. Knightley down the well. It's as simple as that.
As is proved by this note. Dear Knightley, I have a surprise for you at the animal show. Please meet me backstage for 15 minutes. Signed, Simon.
Quick 15 minutes. I have
Yes.
candy
Here,
and sweets.
Bring your chessboard. It has something I need inside it.
Judge Courtney, your reasoning is sound, I'll admit that. However, let's say the body was dropped down the well. That didn't have to be done during the show. It could have happened at a different time.
Unfortunately for you, Prosecutor Edgeworth, that is not possible.
What?
When the show started, Mr. Elbert was in the tunnel, on his way to the cell block. Mr. Elbert, at that time, did you happen to see a body in the tunnel?
No, nothing like that.
No.
So, if the body had been dropped before the show, Mr. Elbert would have seen it. However, he has stated he did not see a body. So it is impossible to think that the body was dropped before the show. And after the show, the body was discovered in the workroom. In other words, the body being dropped down the well and then being moved into the workroom could only have been done during the show. And the only one who could have done it is Simon Keyes.
No!
Mr. Edgeworth, What should we do?
If the body was moved through the well, that does put Mr. Keys at a major disadvantage. However, the notion that the body was moved through the well is only a hypothesis. That doesn't mean there is evidence.
I'm obligated
Obligated.
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 to
mate.
recognize that fact.
I don't know, guys.
That's about. Oh,
Will Nanny ever learn to read?
It's hard to do an
find out
accent.
next time on
Find
the
out.
NyanCave.
Man, reading is hard in general, but then you add an accent, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
I know.
Right?
Okay, you're also reading, processing, and then throwing it through your own filter to say it out loud,
Yeah, it's
right?
like-
Obligated.
It's like, oh, I need to make this A noise, not a normal A noise. What is the noise it needs?
It's an aw noise.
Obligated.
on noise. On noise.
I'm obligated to do your
Obligated.
bidding.
Obligated, governor.
Obligated.
Obligated.
So today, that's the end of our Ace Attorney Investigations 2 stream. If you like what we're doing here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We do this Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at 12:30, which means that we are back tomorrow at 12:30 with more of this game. Now, tonight, we're going to be playing some fun times
Yeah.
in VR.
Fun,
at
super crazy
3:30.
VR game.
So it's going to be back in 56 minutes. We're going to go run, get a bite to eat, or we're going to eat something. 'Cause I'm
Oh,
feeling
probably make
hungry.
some nudes.
I need
Nudes.
I need nudes. My throat is feeling bad.
And by the way, the Steam summer sale's on.
Yeah.
If you're a sponsor of the channel and sponsor chat, we're playing quite a bit of 100% orange juice.
On sale for $2 right
It's
now.
on sale for $2.
$2 Canadian.
It's a really good game for $2. I'll tell you that much.
Also, Humble Bundle's giving away Shadowrun for free if you want a free game.
Yeah. So really, really cool, exciting stream happening at 3:30, which is an hour from now. Yes, VR prawn. That might be it. Not it. Maybe. Come
Well, it
find
depends
out.
on what you're into, I guess.
I guess. Yeah. And then after in Discord we'll be hanging out, maybe playing some OJ,
Yeah.
something like that. Really
Have
fun.
some good times. Cool. You ready for this thing?
Yep.
All right. We will see you all in 55 minutes. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.